How many times have you thought yourself out of things? Like your thought patterns pulled you out of things or said it's not possible or said that there's no more time in a week. I have thought before that there's no way I could ever do something different because there's no time. I've thought those thoughts. And guess what? It never came together. It's like I did not have any skill in the beginning about how to be a coach. Never, I didn't have anything. And then to be a presenter, I didn't know how to present. I didn't know how to teach. I was struggling I didn't know how to do that. So I started out with the lack of skill, the lack of thought, the lack of effort, the lack of like, what am I actually supposed to be doing? So that's where I was at. I didn't have the pattern of coaching. I didn't have the pattern of teaching. I did not have the pattern of how to be a business owner, right? Be an entrepreneur. I lacked this. I didn't have it. And so that's where I had to get super conscious. I knew I had to think my way through this, apply effort. And I know it's going to be a manual process. It's like, I don't have the natural skill. So I'm going to have to practice. That's what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to practice. This is going to take me some time, some energy. I'm going to have to think about this enough times until I figure it out. But I just knew it. I could feel the calling, I could feel the prompt that I needed to do this. And I didn't have content. I did not have content. I did not have coaching skills. I did not have presenting skills. I did not have those things. I had no clue how to put together content. No clue. So I get it, like what you're going through. Oh, it's like I totally get it. And that's why I'm here for you every Monday. It's why I built the modules. It's why I do the sales training and we record it and we stick it in your library. It's why I'm putting all this in front of you so you can think your way through this. And that's the thing right there. Hear me when I say this. You get to think your way through this, meaning you drive the thinking that this is possible. You are meant for this. You can do this. This is possible. You're meant for this. You can do this. And you have to think your way into things. You have to. If you don't, you will think yourself out of it. You know that of developing new patterns and developing these new habits so that they become unconscious and automatic. When I want to move them to be like part of who I am, I know this is the first thing. Look at this. Of all these things, that's the first thing. It's like, okay, I'm going to think myself through this. I'm going to get this figured out. And I think that's the way you are too. That's what I believe. I believe you are that way too, is that you are in a place in your life going, okay, I got to pull this together. I got to pull this together, right? And it's like, I know I'm to do this, but I can't figure it out. I'm starting to figure it out, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Now, keep your thinker straight. Make sure your thinker is focused on what you're building. So I've got my visualization, my vision board to tell me where I'm going. It's right here on my wall. It's right here to tell me where I'm going because my head doesn't know how to get there. So I know where I want to go, but my head doesn't know where we're going. So it's like, oh, this is the way we're going. And it's like, oh yeah, we got to figure that out. How are we going to figure that out? And hold on, I got to fix my light. And so as I'm doing this, it's super important that I keep my head straight about where I'm going. Because if I don't, my head will get squirrely. Oh, and when your head gets squirrely, you're going to get messed up. You're going to doubt You're going to come up with terrible stories about yourself, and you're going to trash on yourself. And that's not good. When you trash on yourself and you let your past mistakes come up and push you around. We all have a past with mistakes. Everybody's got mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody ends up hurting somebody or get hurt by somebody. You've made a financial decision that's worked, and you make financial decisions that don't work. And so you've got mistakes in every category of your life. Just so you know, you're the same as everybody here. You've got mistakes in every category. But here's the difference I noticed about people. Some people let their past mistakes haunt them, and that doesn't even give them another chance. But I don't know about you, but man, I need like 20 chances. Who in this mastermind needs more than 10 chances at getting something right? Right? It's like, come on, give me like 10 more chances. I'll figure this out. But I listen to people, and I watch people, because I do a lot of things during the week in coaching and training. But man, there's this really big difference. One side of the line, there's people who it's like they can't break free of their past. Like their past is like haunting them and just messing with their head, and they can't make decisions. And they can't take action because of the fear of making another mistake. You guys, I make mistakes every week. I try something, it doesn't work. Okay, I adjust, and then I try it again. I have to keep working on taking action and thinking my way through it until I figure it out. So how do you become successful? You stay with it until you figure it out. You have to stay with it till you figure it out. And then, of course, you learn and you practice along the way, right? So you got people who get haunted by their past, and then it past like freezes you up, and it just like it doesn't let you move forward because you're like frozen. You're like in this state of mental paralysis because you can't think how to do the next step. And then there's people on the other side of the line where they take action.